Welcome to Politics NY with Sky. Schneps Media is speaking with each candidate running for New York City office this year in 3 questions in 3 minutes. And right now I have the pleasure of being with Councilwoman Adrienne Adams. She's seeking re-election for her seat. And let's get to know her a little bit for people who don't know her. So Councilwoman, tell us a little bit about yourself and what you've been up to.
Thank you so much, Sky. It's great to be with you. I am Councilmember Adrienne Adams, and I happen to be the first woman elected to represent District 28 in Queens in the New York City Council. So we've trailed quite a bit of turf and made some history in Southeast Queens. I was elected in 2017, and I am the current chair of the Public Safety Committee, current co-chair of the Black, Latino, and Asian Caucus, and I am a proud, strong member of the Mighty Women's Caucus of the New York City Council.
Beautiful. And now public safety is a big deal in your community and across the city. So
Everywhere.
what's the priority for that moving forward?
Yeah, well, there are so many priorities, but with public safety, it is absolutely the number one issue right now across the whole city, given the spike in violence that we've seen, given the pandemic that we're still living in. Public safety and quality of life, the number one issue for all of New Yorkers, not just for Southeast Queens, but for all of New York. We have to get to a space where all of our residents feel safe again, where they feel comfortable walking out of their front doors. And we have to get a significant handle on the violence that has taken place across this whole city. It's the number one issue, and those of us that are in leadership positions are taking it very, very seriously.
And Councilwoman, you do have some competitors on the ballot with you in this week, June. So what would make you the best candidate compared to some of the people that are running against you?
Well, I have 2 opponents. One opponent is actually very young and has absolutely no experience, in government leadership, needless to say, and not a lot of experience in community at large. We're talking about a district with approximately 160,000 residents. My other opponent happens to be my predecessor, who was in office for about a decade and really has an abysmal track record compared to mine. I've been in office for about half the time or less than he has, and has far, far exceeded any of the work that he's done in the past. I have brought in more funding for my district than any of my predecessors in District 28. And I'm really, really proud of my record. It's a strong one, and I'm just getting warmed up.
Awesome. Now, Councilwoman, all the politics and government aside, tell us something fun or interesting about yourself that you want voters to know that they may not.
Well, the voters may not know that I am a professional vocalist, and I happen to use my singing voice. I call it my secret weapon. Some know it, but I don't think across the broader spectrum of the district that it is widely known that I am a professional vocalist. I'm a singer, and that would have been my regular job had community service and having the honor of serving the public and serving my community not really been at the heart of what I was born to do. So that took over, and I am a humble servant of District 28.
Beautiful. Now, wait, when do you get to sing? Do you ever do it publicly?
I do when I go out and I visit different organizations, senior centers, churches. I always leave them with a little tidbit. I actually sang at a kickoff for JCAL last weekend, our performing arts center out here in Jamaica. I sang with the Bartletts, and they are a wonderful group of musicians that have been around a very long time in Southeast Queens. I actually sang The Greatest Love of All, and I hope that I did some Whitney Houston some justice when I did that, my own rendition of the song. So I do get to sing quite a bit, not as often as I'd like to.
All right, well, we'll have to get you more singing gigs once you're reelected. So thank you so much for being part of Schneps Media's 3 questions in 3 minutes. And I'm Sky with Politics NY.